I know how frustrating it is when you want to paint something and you fail miserably. You get so disappointed that you think watercolor is not your cup of hot chocolate. I know this cause I have been in those shoes, and I don't want you to struggle and waste your time like I did. So ladies and gentlemen, I brought to you the cheat code to be able to paint anything you want and to learn watercolor with 10x speed. Well, this is a tiny inkless thermal printer which you might have seen already, but you haven't seen it used in such a way, I promise you. The name is Majestic, but you can get any printer out there, and this is not a promotional video by any means. I wish someone told me about this 10 years ago because it could have saved me so much of time. This thing solves a big problem. But before we even start, let me ask you one simple question. When you fail to paint something you really want to paint, what comes to your mind? Maybe it's the paper, maybe it's the paints, the brushes, maybe I need to do more sketches, maybe I need to learn the basics, or maybe just watercolor is not for me. Trust me, none of these are correct. The real problem is visual translation. And this is the problem we are talking about that this printer can solve. But then what visual translation is? Visual translation is the process of converting what you see in real life into simplified painting. Imagine Inky, Pinky and Ponky standing in front of the same landscape. A pair of trees, distant mountains, a grassy meadow and a small body of water. And when they return home, they describe what they saw. Inky talks about the towering mountains. Pinky can't stop talking about the reflections in the water. And Ponky is captivated by the light falling across the meadow. So they witness the same scene, but each one tells a completely different story. And everyone listening imagines a completely different picture in their minds. This is visual translation. It's not about just copying reality as it is. It's about what inspires you, what you keep and what you let slip. Now we must be thinking how such a tiny printer can solve such a big problem. I'll tell you. Come with me. Sorry folks, I got a little carried away the moment I stepped outside. I mean, look at this, so beautiful, so peaceful. So the idea is whenever you are out there in a beautiful place like this, all you need to do is pull out your phone from your pocket and take some good pictures. You then go back home, switch on the printer, open the iPrint app and select the desired image. By the way, we are using a roll of sticky notes which can print somewhere around 100 pictures. And it comes along with a few in the box itself. Fewer sticky, fewer non-sticky. We also get a dinky little cord which is totally useless. This is good enough for the next 6 months. I likes it. So this printer doesn't use any kind of ink or cartridge. You just need to refill it with a roll. Alright, before we print, we select high definition and slide the print depth to max. And then hit print. But we don't stop there. We slide back the print depth and this time we select high speed. And then print again. So we get two prints here, one dark, one light. We have a shredded edge, so tearing off the paper is satisfying. And this whole process has a nostalgic feel to it. So now when we have the prints, we need a journal. Well, this journal is from Neora, established in 1969, and the links are not in the description box below because I'm not trying to sell anything here. By the way, this is not a sketchbook, it's a dotted notebook and the size is A6. Here comes the interesting part. We peel these stickers and stick it in our new journal. So the whole point is you can see a lot of details in the picture we have clicked, and there are barely any in those prints. All we see are big shapes. Now let's take a complicated street scene and print it out. we follow the same steps and print a lighter one. Don't worry, you will know in a minute why we are printing two images of the same scene. So we have dark, light, and now we sketch. But we just don't sketch, we calculate every bit of it. Like this is where the horizon is, and this is where the low and the high bush starts from. It's better to take a marker or a pen and draw a frame around the print. It helps us measuring the whole scene. Like here is the horizon line. The heights of the trees, the shorter and the taller one. How much area it covers of the entire frame. We also pull a straight line and mark the midpoint, and this makes the whole process so much easier. So you gotta think everything in shapes: circle, square, rectangle, triangle. That's it. So we use the dark print to sketch beside it and understand measurements. So this is how you sketch a simple scene with accurate measurements. And this is how you sketch a complicated one. Not too ugly, I likes it. And this is what we do with the lighter print. We sketch over it. And while doing so, we understand few things. Like there's a gap between these trees and their reflections, which is very tough to understand without sketching over these prints. Alright, now we do the same for the street scene. Just block in the shapes. Don't look for a car or a building or a street. Consider everything in squares, rectangles and triangles and circles. Sketching over these weaker prints teaches us not only to see shapes, but to see the connection between these shapes. But then what is this blank space for? This space will be used for some powerful bullet points. Like always, follow perspective lines. Bigger shapes first. Look for the sun or for the shadows. Write down anything that makes you remember what you have learned. Like this landscape reminds me of a butterfly, which is as above, so below. Put information and decorate this page in such a way that whenever you return to this one, you remember everything. Obviously, it's watercolor journaling, so we have to do some watercolor. Folks, this is just one page. I have a lot of concepts to make notes on, so I'll keep them updating on Instagram. Don't forget to check them. Well, every print is a memory, every page is a lesson, and one day when you flip through this journal, you realize you weren't just learning watercolor. You were collecting your life. Alright folks, I hope you enjoyed the show and it brings a little value to your life. And don't you dare forget to practice. Buy this printer and start a new journal. I'll keep posting on Instagram and I'll see you in the next one.